The reckoning has arrived at the FBI. President Trump has appointed Dan Bongino as the new deputy FBI director, working alongside FBI Director Kash Patel. He's going to bring a patriot's determination to clean house at an agency that's lost America's trust. Many remember the unprecedented Mar-a-Lago raid before his appointment. Well, Bongino, he called for the firing of every person involved, and now he has the authority to make it happen. In his first statement, he didn't mince words. Everything I have in me is dedicated to keeping this homeland safe. We're going to reestablish faith in this institution. The FBI belongs to the American people. Well, Dan Bongino fights to remove deep-seated corruption at the FBI. Americans are battling an equally persistent enemy, chronic pain. Just as Bongino is bringing a natural approach to law enforcement, Canalidine offers a natural solution to optimize your body's endorphins without dangerous side effects. Like the FBI's new leadership eliminating bureaucratic pain points, Canalidine eliminates physical pain that's plagued you for years. Over 1 million Americans have experienced this revolutionary relief, including professional athletes. As Bongino restores public trust in the FBI, you can trust Canalidine for less than $1 a day. Visit tricano.com/NNN. Link down below. Your body deserves this FBI-level cleanup. Now, this was posted by Nick Sortor just 9 hours ago. Dan Bongino has formally accepted the role of Deputy FBI Director. Let's listen to his remarks.
It's not going to be the last show, but we've only got a few more left with you. So, obviously, we're going to be working with a team of people to make this transition from me, political commentator Dan, to Deputy Director of the FBI, Dan. Those are different roles, require different skills. Skills I have and have used before and I plan to use again. It's going to hurt to leave you. I'll discuss over the course of the coming days. I'll be with you for a little bit longer on radio and on my show. I will discuss exactly what's going to happen. It's not going to impact Vita or Haley's content at all. My wife has been running the business for a long time. I don't get involved with the business at all. I do the talking. But I want to ask you, who's next? Who's next? This isn't just about me, folks. The do matters. Who's next? You know, I said last week, and a couple of media critics commented, I said, we're all going to have to take it on the chin a little bit. Now do you see what I meant? I never got in this for the money or notoriety. Listen, I enjoy making money and that I can impact people's lives and that people come out and say nice things to me as much as the next guy. But if you think that's why I got involved in this, running as a Republican in deep blue Maryland, my life of activism and my time in the Secret Service. If you think I get into the Secret Service to get rich, and you don't know me and you haven't seen the government salary scale. But I am going in this clear-eyed. Vision of President Trump, Attorney General Bondi, and Director Patel. I am going to do my job to implement that vision. And I can tell you right now, we are going to try our best. Every single thing I have in me, every single strand of DNA cell in my body is going to be dedicated towards keeping this homeland safe, no matter what. No matter what, that's my job. We're going to reestablish faith in this institution. It's the good people there doing their job, hitting the streets, developing sources. We'll have your back. We are going to reestablish faith in this institution. The FBI belongs to the American people. Doesn't belong to me. Doesn't belong to anyone else but the American people. But this is the honor of a lifetime, and it's a serious mission. And I plan on implementing that vision.
Wow. You know, think about what he's giving up here so he can serve you, serve the American people. He doesn't have to do this, much like Donald Trump doesn't have to run for president, doesn't have to be president. He's got a successful show, huge following. He's probably making tons of money working over there. And now he's gonna turn it all over to execute the vision to make America great again. Now, what is that vision that he was talking about? Let's take a throwback here to a moment. Dan Bongino going full savage.
I gave up my...
Nobody was held accountable.
I was passionate about it for a reason. How many freaking times are we going to let the FBI interfere in an election? I mean, this is supposed to be a constitutional republic. I'm not crazy, right? Like, this is supposed to be a representative democracy. Banana republic. We're beyond a banana republic. We're into, like, tin pot dictator third world stuff. This is embarrassing. At least Pravda didn't pretend to be anything but state apparatchiks. The FBI, and listen, I've been with you for a while. I work with a lot of decent guys. I'm done with the rank and file stuff, too. I'm done with it. If you took part in this, anyone who took part in this, anyone, I don't care who you are, an analyst or an upper-level manager, the next president who comes in office, they should schedule F as many people as they can in the federal government and fire every single person involved in this. Everyone. The receptionist in the FBI office who took a call on this should be fired. We are not a third world republic, supposedly. Sean, the difference between us and Kim Jong-un, right, is that we investigate crimes and then we look for people. We don't investigate people and then look for crimes. That is exactly what's going on. How many times are they going to investigate Donald Trump for how many different things before the American people wake up and realize this isn't an investigation of a crime in search of a person, but a person in search of a crime? And let me just add, one last thing on this, folks. I left my job. So no one's going to lecture me, oh, Dan, what would you do if you just do? There's no more we're just doing our job. You swore an oath to the Constitution. Have some balls, man. I left my job because I couldn't take what was going on. I gave up my pension and everything because something else mattered. You're not going to lecture me on anything. If you were involved in this constitutional abomination to our constitutional republic, you don't deserve your job today. And you will get no backing from me or anybody I know in the conservative movement going forward. You flushed your credibility down the toilet.
Wow. That's your new deputy FBI director. Dustin Mills posting this. New deputy director of the FBI. President Trump making this post. Great news for law enforcement and American justice. Dan Bongino, a man of incredible love and passion for our country, just been named the next deputy director of the FBI by a man who will be the best ever director, Kash Patel. Dan has a master's degree in psychology from CUNY and an MBA from Penn State. He was a member of the New York Police Department, a highly respected special agent with the U.S. Secret Service, and now one of the most successful podcasters in the country, something he's willing and prepared to give up in order to serve. Working with our great new U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi and Director Patel, fairness, justice, law and order will be brought back to America and quickly. Congratulations to Dan. Here we have investigations.
Kash Patel has ordered.
Kash Patel launching federal investigations effective immediately.
Investigations of 13 congressional Democrats.
13 congressional Democrats now under investigation. Dan Bongino formally accepting Amazing Patriot. Man, everyone is just loving this moment right now. I'm surprised he didn't get appointed to like Secret Service or something. But this is even better because he's on fire. He wants justice, and he's part of a very strategic team that could root out all of the corruption at the FBI. He's seen it, and he doesn't want it to fester any longer. He wants to make the FBI great again. President Trump announcing Bongino. He's been a vocal supporter of Kash Patel. Let's listen to this clip here.
Folks, listen, I've known Kash Patel a long time. I can tell you with absolute certainty, and there are few things in life you can speak about with absolute certainty. Even if you ask a bunch of kids if they want homework, you can't say with certainty one kid's not going to go, I'll take some homework. I need to improve my math skills. Everybody's like, shut up, improve them at home on your own. Take a Khan Academy class, whatever. I can tell you with certainty that Kash Patel is there for one reason. He is there to make the FBI great again. But I need a favor on this. Folks, we need Kash Patel at FBI. As far as I'm concerned right now, he is the only guy who knows where the bodies are buried and can go in there and clean that mess up. We got to get Kash through. I'm going to go into that next, and I'm going to show you why. This guy gets it. Quick break. We'll get back to that segment. Folks, listen,
I actually met Dan Bongino some time ago. It was at a previous CPAC. I just posted this picture on my X account. Congratulations to Dan Bongino. Make the FBI great again. And you can see he's wearing like his Secret Service pin right there. That was a couple of years ago. Actually, it was February of 2020. And he was there doing his show on the ground. Let's continue digging deeper into this great news for Dan Bongino. Let's see, MAGA Charlie, a day ago, time to cash out the rogue FBI, close down the FBI, not a bad idea. David Stockman, Contra Corner, homicides are way down, time to cash out. Here we have Judge Merchan, remember him? Guess who's coming? FBI Director Kash Patel. Oh, boy.
I want to know how. I mean, this is so unprecedented. It's just amazing that he would say that.
It's shockingly unconstitutional, Trace. It's great to be with you, and I'm here to announce on your show a measure that I'm working with Congress that should be Congress's bread and butter. And I'm calling for the subpoenas to be issued to Judge Merchan's daughter's company, who made $15+ million from the illicit information pouring out of her father's courtroom. I want to know the bank records, because money doesn't lie. I want to know how deep it is and how much of it went to the family and how much of it is going to the family after this false conviction. And then we need to investigate the FEC actual violations that this judge and his family conducted, because he should never have been overseeing this trial to begin with, because of the illicit campaign money that was flowing through there, and the unconstitutional due process violations are only the beginning. So America is calling for accountability of our judicial system, and Congress is the only lever that has it, and I'm hoping for one or two brave members of Congress that I'm talking to issue those subpoenas ASAP.
Well, now you're the FBI director, so you could pretty much call the shots. What else have we got here? Okay, we just played this one from the FBI. Here's Elon Musk congratulating Dan Bongino, quote tweeting rapid response in the screenshot. Here we have this from Clint Russell. 6 months ago, Bongino said he would never go back into the government, but he added the caveat that he would only do so if Trump asked him to personally. Check this out.
if he wanted.
We've been seeing people float you as the next FBI director. Would you do it?
Would I do it? Only if President Trump personally wanted it. Oh, him, if he wanted. I've never envisioned myself going back in government again, ever. Like, ever. I can't say that enough. Repeating decimal, right? But, you know, there comes a time where I wouldn't even take a salary for this stuff. There comes a time where, you know, your country matters more. And I never got in this stuff for the money or the glory or any crap like that. It just happened. And yeah, it's just, I'm honored that people think that. But yeah, I'm kind of flattered. If he called, I'd have to consider anything.
We've been seeing people
and certainly
float
the call came in. Wow, how cool is this, man? Dan Bongino, right there at the FBI Deputy Director. Here's more. MAGA Kitty, 23 hours ago, posting this. Looks like a confrontation with Geraldo Rivera. Let's see. MAGA Kitty says, now that Dan Bongino has been named Deputy Director, has anyone checked in with Geraldo Rivera lately?
I want to see the country burn, you son of a bitch. I want to see the country burn, you punk.
Geraldo knows everything, apparently. It's despite the fact he knows nothing.
Dan, stop arguing over time. Now it's your turn. You have the mic.
Yeah, they did an actual study on police contacts and found no systemic racism. It was the Department of Justice, their Bureau of Justice statistics, but he doesn't know any of that. But secondly, this is again why being a reporter about police.
What, you have a 10-minute career as a cop?
Geraldo, you got it. Geraldo,
you've been running for office for the last 20 years.
Take a Valium.
Geraldo,
You've been
you gotta
talking
stop.
forever. People like Geraldo continue to pump out a race narrative with no data to back it up at all. There are hundreds of
I just gave you the facts. You don't,
and millions
you
of
only
police
accept
contacts
facts that you
with black
that you,
Americans
agree
in
with.
the course of each day. If there was a plague of police officers hunting black men down at night, then I don't understand. If that's happening, where is this massive body count? We would see.
This man,
He's
Sean, this man is why they have that rage.
Data
this
to back
man
it
with
up.
this baloney.
He doesn't know
this
anything about that woman.
He doesn't
know anything about that woman. Anything. He's injecting race into the argument because he has nothing else.
Rhetoric.
That's why.
You tell that to the black families that see their sons being killed.
That's all you
twice
got.
the rate
you
of
got
white
nothing else,
sons.
buddy.
You've
got nothing else.
That's a fact.
You've got nothing else. All you want to do is see the country burn. You just want to see the country burn. That's it.
I want to see the country burn. You son of a bitch. I want to see the country burn. I want to see the country burn.
Oh, man, you got to love it, man. That was a classic moment. Here we have more. Here is your new deputy FBI director. Going to blow the door open on the list.
Knows, I'm telling you, there could be some national security problems here. Because, ladies and gentlemen, nobody knows how much material people have on Jeffrey Epstein. Who was videoed where those videos are. I was told by someone a long time ago, a very knowledgeable reporter, and it's not my information. I'm not hiding. I mean, oh, you're hiding up for some foreign government. You're protecting. I'm not protecting anyone. I'm only telling you what I was told. That some governments around the world may have some material that's related to the Epstein thing. Bill Clinton was knee deep in this, man. I have a very, very good source. I've told you this story. Forgive me for repeating it if you're a P1, but some people are new here and never heard this. He was on the plane with Bill Clinton and Epstein on one of Epstein's planes when Bill Clinton was on the plane with some women who, according to my source, looked underage. Why was my source on the plane? Dan, you know people who hung out with Jeffrey Epstein? No, I don't. He was working.
Secret Service he's talking about. Secret Service sources told him about what was going on that plane. And soon enough, we're going to find out a lot more when that list goes public. So for far too long, we've watched the FBI lose its way under corrupt leadership that catered to political interests rather than justice. With Bongino's appointment, we're witnessing a historic course correction. This is about more than changing personnel. It's about restoring the FBI to its rightful place as an apolitical law enforcement agency that treats all Americans equally under the law. How much damage was done when the nation's premier law enforcement agency was weaponized against political opponents? Can Americans ever truly trust the FBI again without full transparency about past abuses? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And are you ready to show your support? Get your Next News merch. It's linked down below. Grab a hat, grab a shirt, and show the world where you stand with real news.